Alright, hello best friends, Ben here to tell you the top 5 reasons you should buy an Oculus Rift and also tell you 5 reasons why you should definitely not buy this device. Now, number 1, the price. Let's talk about the price. It is the cheapest it's ever been right now, $399. That's crazy. That is exactly the price it should be, and at that price, with 2 sensors, the headset, Oculus Touch, a bunch of free nonsense games, it's cheaper than PSVR, which is where it needs to be, and that's awesome. I love that. It's the perfect time to get into VR, right? There's really nothing else to say. It's a great deal. Now, the first negative why you shouldn't buy this is the price. $400 is still a lot of money, and it's probably too much money, really, when you think about it, because there's not a lot going on. You're really kind of just putting money out there with the idea, with the hope, the dream of the future. And that's all fine and dandy, but if you don't have $400 lying around, if you don't even have $200 lying around, I'd tell you to wait. These experiences aren't necessarily going to blow your mind enough yet, but if you're crazy like me, it's a great time to dive in. And let's start with reason 2, there's a bunch of free games. This is a positive reason to buy it. I'm mixing up the reasons. It's crazy over here. There's tons of free games. We got Lucky's Tale. Right now, Best Buy has the promotion where you get Eve Valkyrie for free. Robo Recall, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm looking at the floor because I'm stupid. That game's free right now when you buy Oculus the Touch, which comes with all this. There's a bunch of other free experiences, weird little indie movie things you can do. I explored Hawaii for free. I don't know if that's a thing you want to do. But there's a whole tons of weird experimental things like Google Maps, or not Google Maps, Google Earth is free, stuff like that. There's also VR porn, which despite having this for a week, I still haven't done. I'm kind of scared to do that. It feels like looking it up is gonna give me a definite virus, and I don't really know. I'm just slightly hesitant on the VR porn here. That's all how I'll put it at. So maybe hold off on that. But going back to this, the number 2 reason why you shouldn't buy an Oculus right now is some of these free games are total garbage. I would almost say most of them. I said I explored Hawaii. Don't get excited. Do not get excited about Hawaii. No, I played some really, really bad stuff. Just really bad. Not anything you'd want to do. The NVIDIA VR Funhouse is not even a house, and it certainly wasn't fun. I did not enjoy it at all. It's not even a glorified tech demo. It is a tech demo in the worst way imaginable, and a lot of these experiences kind of can feel like that. There's the art creator tools some of those things are free. I think Google made one, I forget what it's called, but they made one, and you can draw and do whatever. But are you gonna? Probably not. It's probably a waste of your time. Robo Recall's free. That's great. That's one of my favorite games of the year. Pretty much everything else that I got for free, kind of forgettable. Kind of just no. Not really interested, not really into it. But let's move back and let's stay in the positive. Let's stay focused. Number 3, why you should buy an Oculus Rift. Being in the world of these games, in the Robo Recall world, for example, is incredible. It is so amazing to just have the bullet and you dodge out of the way with your head. Like, that is something that can be only experienced here. It's amazing. It sounds stupid to say that, but it is. You're grabbing bullets out of the air, not just in this game, in other games too. You're throwing them back. You're grabbing missiles, throwing them back. You're teleporting behind robots in this case, ripping off their arms, throwing their arms at people. That's fun, and that's something you can only really do in VR because of how it does the play space, because of the controllers and all the motion and all that nonsense. And that's so freaking cool. And to get new experiences in gaming at this point, in this, PS4, Xbox One world, yeah, it's really cool. It's way better than the Wii. This is the promise of the Wii that we're finally actually getting. Real freaking games that use motion, that feel natural because you are in that world. And it's something that you, like they say, you have to experience it. There's no other way to do it. You have to experience it, and it is. I was a big detractor. It's great. You know, like, this is really awesome stuff here. Very, very impressive. And reason 4 to buy VR right now is a pretty damn good time. Not to just say the deal, but there's a ton of cool VR shit happening, such as Skyrim, which I think might be a little finicky with the Oculus, but there's no exclusivity weirdness. You can just buy it on Steam and play it in Oculus. Also, Doom, Fallout in VR. Bethesda's going nuts. I wonder why. Someone might have stole the Oculus from them. Maybe, maybe not. But there's also stuff like the Marvel game that was shown just recently. That's back in time. That's hand sign language. As well as a ton of other games. The Mage's Tale, I think it's called, just came out this week. This Echo Arena, or Echo something, that also came out, that people are really excited about. It's only going to get better from here. We're over a year, maybe about a year and a half from the launch of the Oculus, and we're starting to see what the future holds, and it does look really good, I think. Now, is it enough? That's up to you to decide, but it definitely is a great time to get in, because also, reason 5, non-gaming applications. I mentioned how lame the Hawaii simulator was, but it's only going to get better. We're only going to get the amazing, explore Disney World in VR. Go to Paris in VR. You know these things are being developed. You know it's going to happen. It might not be free, but if I can virtually visit Tokyo whenever I want for $50, that's fucking amazing. And that's something that can be done in VR and really is inevitable. And that is something, and I've said this even before I bought it, that's something that's way more exciting for me than games in VR. It's going to these other places, seeing the world in a way you would never be able to. I mean, unless you just had a bunch of money and you flew around the world. But then let's go, let's actually change videos. Let's change videos actually to the terrible shovelware garbage game I played, to talk about the remaining 3 reasons why you don't need to buy the Oculus, which is number 3. I've gotten pretty sick playing some of these games. It's not every game, but at least 4 or 5 of them I had to stop. I almost threw up playing one of them. I fought it back. It was happening. It wasn't super happening, but it was there. It was almost there, and it was like not fun. I did not enjoy it. I would not recommend that. No one starts their gaming. You get home from work and you're like, I'm going to play a game. And no one expects it to be like 15 minutes of game, 20 minutes on the toilet. Like, no one plays a game like that. So that's not good. That's really not good. And to be honest, I don't think that's fixable. I think that's something you have to get sea legs for, in a way, or you just might never get there. And I think that's a problem with the device as a whole. It really is. That's not good. The fact that I got sick playing 20% of the games I played, not a resounding endorsement. not too great, right? It's not good. And to couple that in, the setup for this, I had so much trouble getting Steam VR to work because of terrible error messages I was getting. I spent hours, literally hours, not playing Oculus, but moving things around in my room or looking up the error message to get the stupid Steam VR to work. Hours. And I don't mind doing that because in the end, it made the experience better and I've enjoyed what I've played. But good Lord, I should not have to spend hours doing anything like this. But I did, right? And the 4th reason, game prices on this thing are crazy. Not to mention that it's $400, which is a big ask, even if it's a good deal right now. It is going back up to $500, by the way, which is a negative. But game prices are $20, $30, $40 for something you don't even really know if you'll even like it, 2, if it'll make you sick, 3, even how long is it, or if you're going to want to play it. Because a lot of these games I've wanted to play 30 minutes of and stop. Like, it's just, not because the games are bad, but it's hot, it's on my head, I don't really want to be flailing around for so long. I'm not going to jump in on $40 games, right? That's a big ask. And the fact of the matter is, most of the cool stuff people are talking about on VR seem to be these $30, $40 experiences that are shortish. 4 hours for $40 is a lot to ask for. I'm not made of money, despite buying an expensive toy might make it seem. And number 5, why you shouldn't buy an Oculus Rift, the visuals here, and this is on a PC, I exceed the recommended spec, not by much in terms of the GPU, but good enough. The games they look like upscaled PS3 games, and I mean that in a good way, but they don't look great. Even besides that, things still look blurry and a little weird. You do get to see up an anime girl's skirt every once in a while, depending on the game, but that's not really enough of a reason to buy it. It's up to you. And back to the blurriness. It is a little blurry. It is like a lot of finicky things. Like, is this on my head right? You're tilting, you're twisting stuff. It's weird, right? It's just not up to snuff. Watching these games, not this game, but watching other games like Robo Recall, and you see how beautiful they are on the screen, but when you're in the game and you stop to look at it, it doesn't look that good. Now, when you're playing it, you don't really notice because you're just shooting guns like crazy John Wick, man. So it's fun, and you don't need to worry about it, but it is in a world where I can hop from that and then hop to, I'm playing through Wolfenstein on like max settings on PC, and it looks so much better. It is a little disappointing that games just look really blurry and old. They look old. I'm sorry. PC Gaming Master Race, they look old. I want to play my shitty sword anime girl game with 4K HDR. Damn it. But I can't. Just can't. So that's my 5 reasons. I don't know. Well, it's going to get all edited down because they only allow you to do 10 minutes. So I'm going to edit it down to probably like 6. That's what it has to be. Look at. She died again. This silly little girl. Stop. This is how insane I am. Let me just wiggle my arms around and do a little rave for the dead anime girl. I thought you'd like that. You can, go onto my channel and you can relive that moment. I put it out as a little highlight. You can relive the anime upskirt girl. It's just fantastic. It's definitely worth a look. Oh, one of the coolest things you can do in VR is like it tracks all your motions and stuff. And I like twist my arms around in this game. And the character's doing it. And I'm 3 years old. Is basically all I'm telling you. So yeah, I'm gonna end it. This is the special Oculus edition of the show. Next week is gonna be Wolfenstein and maybe something else. I don't know. We're really getting into the doldrums, in my opinion, of the summer. I feel like I should probably take a break for one of these weeks because there's nothing going on. But maybe if someone gives me some topics or something, definitely we'll be reviewing Wolfenstein, and I can definitely talk about that. Say definitely a lot for many a moments. Look at the little anime girl. She's really trying. She's really, really trying. But that's the show, recorded live every Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, twitch.tv/thegamefanatics. I thought for a second, where am I? What's happening? Did I already say that? I don't know. That's the end of it. I have to cut this all out, edit everything together. It's a rigmarole. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Thanks for hanging out, Will and Joel. Finally. You see, that's me too. I'm wiggling my arm. VR is stupid. It's really stupid. But because it's not just pointing, it's like motion with your wrists and stuff too. So it's much more precise. And it has the finger thing. So it like knows if your thumb is over there or if you're pointing, like you can do pointing and then thumbs up at people. It's really cool. It's super, super stupid, but it's super fun. And you get to be a little anime girl. I think this game would be better if I could just see the anime girl. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, go onto my channel and watch my stupid highlights. I broke out a bunch of the funny ones. The jelly arms. The weird VR jelly arms. And then me being scared by the door. and then this clip of me playing with the anime girl. It was free. That's what I'll use that as the thumbnail. Good Lord. Thanks for hanging out. Merry Christmas. I have to find my mouse so I can get out of here. All right.